morning, children. Myself, Mrs. Deepika Tandil, and welcome to your biology session. That is chapter number 9, reproduction in animals. Now, children, let us see what is reproduction. Reproduction itself means to produce something. Reproduce. Production to make, and means again. Reproduction means formation of animals or plants from the pre-existing animals or plants. Okay, now why reproduction necessary? It is necessary so that the species continues. The species are continued and their numbers are maintained. Okay, now all living organisms, as we learned earlier, are made up of cells. Cells combine to form tissue. Tissue combine to form organs. Organ combine to form organ system. So different organ system in the body, like there are excretory system, respiratory system, digestive system, and all the systems have the different organs. So reproductive system also have their own reproductive organs which carry out their functions. So in this chapter we are going to learn what is reproduction, then the modes of reproduction. What are different ways of reproduction? Ways means sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Now again, in sexual reproduction, what is included? The male reproductive organs and the female reproductive organs. Then how fertilization takes place, how the development of embryo takes place, and what are viviparous and what are oviparous animals. So children, let us first see what is reproduction. Now the production of new organism from the existing organism of the same species, that means same kind of living organism is given birth, that is known as reproduction. It is essential for the survival of species in the earth. Reproduction of humans ensure that the human species will continue to exist on the earth for all the time to come. Reproduction gives rise to more organisms with the same basic characteristics as their parents. So all the offspring, the babies, they have the basic character of their parents. Like the cat gives birth to a kitten, the dog gives birth to a puppy. So all the characters are similar to the parent. Okay. Now let us see what are the modes of reproduction, the ways of reproduction. There are two ways, that is asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Like in plants, plants also have asexual reproduction. We learned in the earlier classes the different mode in plants, like budding, then spore formation. These are asexual reproduction plants. And sexual reproduction in plants, they consist of gynoecium, endoecium, all the other parts. So now we are going to learn about the animal, how they reproduce by asexual and sexual mode. Now asexual reproduction, again, production of a new organism from a single parent without the involvement of sex cells. That means there is no formation of sex cells and the single parent is involved in this formation of the new cells. Here, example of amoeba is given. Amoeba, my dear children, do you all know? It is a single cell organism. It is unicellular organism. It begins the process of reproduction by division of its nucleus into two nuclei. So first here, the elongation of nucleus takes place. It elongates, then development of groove. As amoeba has pseudopodia, amoeba's body is this way. These are pseudopodia and this is the nucleus. It has only one nucleus and only one cell carries out all the functions. So here, development, the nucleus divides into, elongates. It first divides and then a groove is formed in between. And then first the nucleus divides into two and then the cytoplasm is divided and the parent body is divided into two daughter cells. So from a single parent, two daughter cells are formed. Bi means two. Okay. So binary fission is seen in amoeba. So this is asexual reproduction in amoeba. Again, budding is a reproduction mode seen in hydra. Hydra is again a microscopic organism like amoeba. What happens in hydra? There may be this bud bud formation, a bulge like thing is coming out here from the parent body, and this bulge goes on increasing, and this bud goes on increasing, and finally it detaches itself from the body and it starts growing like a single individual organism. So this reproduction is taking place with the help of formation of bud. It is called budding. This is also one asexual mode of reproduction. Since new individual develops from the bud in the hydra, this type of asexual known as budding. Okay, so there are other modes also reproduction in asexual reproduction, which you will learn later. Now in this chapter we have sexual reproduction. So here reproduction of new organism from two parents by making use of their sex cells is called sexual reproduction. Let us see what is male and what is female. An animal having sex cells, male sex cells are also called sperms. So the animal which has male sex cells, in its body are called male. Okay, and the animal having female sex cell or the eggs, ova, is called in its body is called the female. Okay, the cell involved in sexual reproduction is called gamete. So in males, the male gamete is called, animal cell is called the sperm, and the female and gamete animal cell is called the ova. Okay, let us see the different parts of the male reproductive system. Okay, male reproductive organs consist of the following organs, that is the testes, the penis and the oviduct. Testes are present over here. They produce the sperms. Okay, so testes are the real reproductive organ. Why they are called real? Because they produce the reproductive cells of the male gamete, which are called the sperm, the male reproductive cells. The sperms are then passed to the sperm duct and then they are taken to the penis. Okay, so testes pass the sperm from the male body to the female body, that causes fusion. So these are different organs of male reproductive system: testes, penis and sperm duct. The function of testes is to make male gamete, that is called the sperm. Now there are millions of sperm produced at a time and they are very small in size, but the microscopic structure of the sperm looks like this. It has a tail, the middle piece and the head. The head portion consists of the nucleus. So this is the sperm cell. Those sperms are very small in size. Each has a head, the middle piece and a tail, so that it can move easily. Now female reproductive organs. Female reproductive organs consist of ovaries, oviduct, uterus and vagina. Now here these are the ovaries. Okay, ovary produce female reproductive cells which are known as eggs or ova. After they are produced, they pass to the oviduct or the fallopian tube. Oviduct is also known as fallopian tube. This is the uterus and the vagina. Okay, so ovaries are the real reproductive organs. In male, the real reproductive organs are the testes, which produces the sperms or the male cells, and here ovaries produce the female cell, so they produce the female cell called the ova. Now ovaries make the female cell ova. In human beings, one mature egg is released into the oviduct. This is the oviduct, the fallopian tube. So one mature egg from either of the ovary is produced and it passes through the fallopian tube or the oviduct. Okay, the fertilization of the egg by sperm takes place in the oviduct. So the fusion of the male and the female takes place inside the oviduct. Here, the fallopian tube. So now fertilization. The fusion of the male gamete with the female gamete to form a zygote during sexual reproduction is called fertilization. So here, this is the female gamete or the ova, and this is the male gamete, that is the sperm. The fusion of the female and the male gamete to form a zygote is known as fertilization. Okay, so zygote is actually a fertilized egg. Now there are two types of fertilization: internal fertilization and external fertilization. Now let us see what is internal and what is external. Internal fertilization takes place inside the body of the female living organism, and external fertilization takes place outside in the atmosphere. Now let us see again fertilization in animals. Let us revise again. The whole process of sexual reproduction in animals involves the formation of sperms and eggs. So I told you sperms is formed in the male, eggs are formed in the female. Eggs are also called ova. Okay, joining together of the sperm and egg to form the fertilized zygote. So when the fusion of this sperm and eggs takes place, what is formed? Zygote is formed. See here, single ova is formed at a single number. There are millions of sperms. Okay, and only one sperm enters the ovum, and it fuses with the female cell. Okay, so the sperm enters into the egg, the nucleus of the sperm fuses with the nucleus of the egg. So your fusion of this two nuclei takes place. After the fusion, the zygote is formed. Okay, the zygote divides repeatedly and forms millions and hundreds of cells, which is called embryo. This embryo grows into the fetus, and this fetus grows and develops into a baby. So this is fertilization animal. This is internal fertilization. Okay, children. Now external fertilization takes place outside the body of the female. Now here what happens? The male releases his sperm into the water nearby. The male releases the male cell, that is a sperm cell, into the water bodies. Here in the environment. And the female lays her eggs in the shallow hole in the seabed. Again, so here they randomly get fused with each other and they form the zygote. So here fertilization taking place outside the body of the female. So it is called external fertilization. So now children, we learn about the types of fertilization, internal fertilization and external. Now let us see their differences. Internal fertilization, what happens? The sperm, that is the male cell, is deposited near the female reproductive tract. That is, fertilization occurs within the tract. That means for the fusion of male and female cell is done inside the female tract, and here the female releases eggs into the environment and male fertilizes. That means the male cells combine with the female outside in the environment. Few zygote are produced. Here only few fertilized eggs are produced. Here many are produced, but here less protection for developing embryo in external, and here more protection for the developing embryo. So this is the difference between external, internal. So in this session we learned about the modes of reproduction, the sexual reproduction, the male reproductive organs the female reproductive organs, the types of fertilization, that is internal and external fertilization. We'll continue with the next session in the second part. Thank you.